Okay, howdy everyone, and this is talking about Peace Class, week 12 and 13. The idea is this is just talking about the happy speaking time with Frazer. That's why I have Super Sonny over here going crazy. Because, at the end of the day, we just want to have fun and speak English as much as we can. Maybe you don't want to, maybe it's really hard for you. I'm just going to try to make it as easy as possible. I'll explain everything in detail so that you can understand everything. This is a speaking assignment, so it is worth some of your grade. So you have to listen carefully to this video. I'll explain how to do everything. I will not be able to help you write your scripts or give you hints or things because this is an assessment. So I don't want you to worry. You can ask me some questions maybe if you don't understand the order. But the idea is I'm going to explain everything. You have to listen carefully and you just have to make sure that you do the key points in the video and you'll get a great score. So don't be stressed like Conan. I want you to be happy like Sonny over here because everything's okay. It's happy speaking time. It's almost the end of the semester. Everything is great. So let's go on to the first one. The first part is just the main things. The first thing that I'm going to say is this is a speaking test in week 12 and 13. This test will be a chance for you to get a good grade, improve your grade. It's 10% of your final grade. You just talk to me and you'll get a great grade because your English is good. I know that the Pyeonghwa band this year is doing really well. Your grades are good and I want you all to get a good score. So just try your best. You're going to do well. This assignment is for you to talk and you have 5 minutes maximum time for each student. So in 1 week, week 12, maybe you do a speaking test. Week 13, you don't have another speaking test. It's just 1 week. So it depends on when you do the test, but in your test time, you have 5 minutes. After 3 minutes of you talking to me about your topic, I will do a Q&A and ask you some questions and we can do some like free talking, feedback kind of things together. If you go too fast, if you get really nervous and you're like super budam and your hands like boom, boom, and you're like talking, then sure, this is a problem. I want you to try to be comfortable, no budam, just talk to me normally and you'll get a great score. So don't go too fast. If you go fast, if you talk for just 1 minute, 2 minute maximum, your score's going to be low. So just try and talk as much as you can. Remember, this is an assessment. If you come and you do well, 10%, you can get 100. If you miss it, you'll get 0. So I have no chance to do this again. I'm super busy doing these tests, so you have a chance. I'm going to tell you 3 topics. You can choose 1 topic to talk about, or you can choose all 3. But the idea is I want you to fill the 3 minutes. So the 3 minutes of time, I want you to talk to me. Tell me about the topic, tell me about you in this time. Because you have 3 minutes, talk as much as you can. Practice your English, talk to me. It's just a chance. I think 1 topic is enough to fill the time. But if you want to do 2 topics or 3 topics, it's okay. Remember, when you do this, you have to fill the time. 1 topic is okay. Alright? So, what do I care about? I care about clarity. This means being able to hear you. So if you go to a cafe and do this, you're probably going to get a lower score because I won't be able to hear you because it's noisy. So find somewhere quiet to do this. Find somewhere with a good website or good internet connection, like good Wi-Fi. Because if you don't, we're going to have a problem. I need to hear you, so make sure everything's ready. The next one, pronunciation. I care about the key points that we studied in class time. If there's a key word or vocab, I care about that. General English, small mistake doesn't matter. But if you're making mistakes often and the key points are wrong, then you'll get a lower score. So I care about pronunciation. Time management. So you have to make sure you talk for 3 minutes. If you talk a little over, it's okay. Little under, it's okay. 2 under, 2 over, it's a problem. Make sure your content is right. Make sure that you use the right grammar points. Make sure you answer the questions. That's important. So when you do the grammar points, check. When you say the vocab word, check. But you have to remember there will be question. That's a QA at the end. I will ask you a couple of questions. So I want you to ask and answer my questions. Next on, fluency. I need you to not stop all the time. So if you're like, oh, hi, Frazer. Oh, put them. Oh, Frazer. No. Or you're like, Frazer. What's the... That is stopping. When you're stopping all the time, or there's a big break, then that's a problem. So in English, a lot of people don't have time, they're busy. So if there's a lot of stopping, then I will, have to give you some minus points. In general, like that, I take a break. That's okay. So if you just take a break, like, oh, hi, Frazer, I'm going to talk to you. That's okay. A small break, a natural pause is fine. But if you're stopping often, it's a problem, okay? Next one. It says, be fun and creative. Don't be nervous. I want you to be happy. So if you come and you feel happy, you'll probably get a good score. If you're like, heart's like, bam, then yeah, sure, you're going to be stressed. But if your heart's like bumping, but you're happy, I will just think you're happy. I don't know if you're nervous or not. So just before you start, look at yourself, just be happy, smile. When you smile, your endorphin will make you happy. I think everybody's doing a good job. You're all great. So just try your best. Be happy. Talk about something that's interesting to you. And then you're going to get a great score, okay? So at the end, I'm going to ask you like a couple of questions about your topic, or maybe some small talk questions. Just answer the questions and I can check that. So that is what I'm marking on. Now I'm going to tell you the topic, so let's go. The first one is about you. Tell me about your personality. Describe your character when you were growing up. Say if your character has changed as you grew up. So as you get older, what's happened? Is there anything you would want to change about your personality? Then say it. So I'm giving you the content. So on page 75 in the story, there was some paraphrasing points. I want you to just use one of those. So from page 75, what we've studied, you need to use one of those. The next one, you need to use page 76, the gerunds or infinitive part of the grammar. So I'll listen, and if you say it, then check. The next one is page 80 and 81. I want you to talk about nature and nurture. What do you think is right? So you can talk about, what do you think about nature, nurture, genes, these kind of things. And then next one, it says, are you an introvert or extrovert? I asked you to do this in class time, like take the test. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to tell me your answers. Are you introvert or extrovert now? You can talk about how it's changed from, elementary school up until today, or, something that's changed your personality. Just tell me about it. So those are the ones that you need to do. So that's Unit 1. Unit 2, let's go. Unit 2 is talking about cyberspace. This was Unit 9. So I want you to talk about the internet and social media, or online game that you love. Maybe you love to play Battleground. Do you want to talk about Battleground? That's okay. Or anything, really. I'm okay. As long as it's connected to social media, internet, like that, it's perfect. So talk about your favorite websites that you like to visit. Say why you like to use SNS, so social media, Instagram, Facebook, anything. Talk about your favorite sites. What do you like to do on there? Talk about the dangers you can have on social media or the internet. So remember, choose like internet, websites, social media, games, and talk about them. So you have to make sure you include something from page 99, and it was part D. It was the phrases and expression. You need to use one of those. The next one, you need to use the grammar from 102, making a comparison as blank as. The next one, make sure you talk about the difference too. So you'll be like, oh, Facebook is as good as, blah, 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 Naver. And then you'll be like, oh, Facebook isn't nearly as good as 9gag. So you would say there's a big difference between them. So the grammar, same as something and a difference. Page 104. The idea is on there was some words. You just need to talk about something from there. Okay, so it should be easy to find. Page 104. And then page 106, use some language from part A. So again, you're just going to talk about some of the things that are, the dangers or things that have come from there. So hopefully it's going to be easy to do. It's going to be perfect, okay? And then unit 3, let's go. Unit 3 is ethics and values. This is when I want you to talk about a situation where you have faced a dilemma. Dilemma means a problem that's made you had like a lot of issues. So a dilemma, like what should I do? What's the right thing to do? So the idea is you're going to talk about your personal values, what you believe in, your parents' values, your family values. Are they different or are they the same? So again, I want you to use page 111, the part C, focus on language. Use 2 words from there. The next one, it says page 112, grammar. You need to make an unreal conditional sentence and make a question. So make a sentence and then a question. So you might be like, Frazer, if you were Moon Jae-in, what would you do? Okay, like that. And then I can answer, or I can just, you'd be like, Frazer, well, you should do this, da da da. So it would just be making a very simple, kind of hypothetical, unreal, sentence and question. The next one, talk about or include 2 of the topics in a sentence from part B. So on page 116, there were some like vocab words and expressions. Just talk about them. So find the page, check the things, and then include them. Okay? So hopefully you understand. That was number 3. So there was 1, 2, 3. Choose one of them. It's the easiest. Okay, everyone. So I have already decided the times for when you will do this. So in this announcement in eClass, there will also be a timesheet. That timesheet will have your name and student number and the time you take the test. So I've already decided it. 1 week you will take the speaking test with me. The second week I will provide, that's right, a YouTube class. So the week you have the test, at that time you come to the Zoom room and then we will talk together. Okay? You will go and you're free. The second week, when you don't have your speaking test, other students will have their test. So at that time, you will have a regular YouTube class. Now, I will post the YouTube classes early so that you can see them, but you can do it in your own time, whenever you want. But what I want you to do is just to send me your worksheet from there. Okay, so in that week, where it's the regular YouTube class, just send me a worksheet so I can check your attendance. Okay, so don't worry. Remember, 1 week you will do your speaking test, you'll have lots of happy energy, and then you're free. The second week you just do your YouTube video. So it depends on the time. So check your class announcement and you'll see when you're doing your test. Finally, don't stress. Everything's okay. Like Sarui, he is always like, everything's okay. Relax you. You might be like Patrick. You might be ready. And, I want you to get a good score. This assignment focuses on things from the textbook that are on the final test. So this is practicing for the final test. So if you choose Unit 7, on the final test is Unit 7. You'll get a great score for that grammar and those vocab words because we're practicing now. But I want you to practice your speaking and I want you to talk to me. So this is a chance. The last 3 weeks we've had our Zoom classes. This is another chance to practice your speaking, but I will be assessing you. Listening for 3 minutes, QA for 2 minutes. So everybody, don't worry, don't stress, just try your best. Everybody, that's it for today. If you have any questions, you can ask me, but it should be okay, everyone. So I'm rooting for you. Fighting, fighting. Okay? Everybody, you can do it. So everybody fighting, and I'll see you soon. Bye.